If you're a fan of retro video games, we're glad you found us here at Retro Game Treasure. Founded in 2015, Retro Game Treasure is a monthly subscription service where you get real video games delivered right to your door. Inside our treasure chests, you'll get 3 to 5 retro video games every month. Every box is based around you and customized to your choices. Best of all, it is not a rental service. You get to keep all the games that we send you. Let's dive in and help explain how it works. Step 1. Select your plan and create your account. Step 2. Go to your game's preferences section of your account to get started. Step 3. Add your inventory. Here you can add all the games you already own. This way we can avoid duplicates and won't send you games you already have. Step 4. Managing your preferences. Here's where it gets fun. Click on Manage Preferences to access your game preference survey. Here you can tell us what level of collector you are, what genres and categories of games you like action, fighting games, racing, and more, your favorite types of themes like anime, fantasy, sci-fi, Pokemon, which consoles you want to receive games for, such as the NES, Game Boy Advance, Sega Genesis, and PlayStation. We carry games for over 20 different consoles, from the Atari all the way up to more modern ones. And in the bonus round, you can choose even more features like imports, mature games, light gun games, and more. You can even change all these settings from month to month to fine-tune your boxes or to just change it up. Whether you're starting or building your collection, Retro Game Treasure is a great way to expand your collection every month. Sign up and get started today at RetroGameTreasure.com.
Well, one day, if I'm fortunate, one day, if I'm fortunate, I will master switching between that and everything else. It's RFK Jr. here, folks. Welcome to the show. Welcome to goddamn Gabbin and Games. Good to see everybody. How is your Monday going? Kicking off the week with nothing but love for video games. Been playing a lot of great video games over the last couple of days. We'll talk about those. We're going to talk about GTA today. We're going to look at some new content from HELLRAISER. There was like a 15-minute preview that dropped from IGN, one of the missions. I'm very excited. I haven't seen it yet. I've been saving it so we could watch it together. Carlos says, eat close to the mic. It's not gross enough. You know what, motherfucker? Let me tell you something. I'm an old man. I'm an old man whose pot has congealed into some kind of, this is what happened to my edibles. I don't know what to do with that. Look at that. It looks like cranberry Thanksgiving, but it's not. It's a hybrid of THC, hybrid of sativa. I don't fucking know. It's just dope. What's up, folks? Jaffe Agent 64 Spies Never Die comes out tomorrow. I played the demo. It's very similar intentionally. It's an homage to GoldenEye with modern controls and things like that. And it's good. I think it's sitting at a 71 Metacritic right now, but after the novelty wears off, I didn't find there was all that much that I cared too much about. It was cool, and I made it like 3 levels into the demo, and I was like, okay, I get it. Rocker Matt, hello, buddy. Gods of War for 18 months, this crazy, dedicated, very generous motherfucker. He says, Jaffe, look, I've been around for more than 18 goddamn months. We finally watch more Twisted Metal after the stream. I don't know. Not tonight, but this week. We'll do it this week. Look, you know how long it took me to play Twisted Metal 5? And good God. Am I right? That thing, you were right. That thing was absolutely insane. I mean, seriously, no joke, you guys. Twisted Metal 5, the fan-made game, and I'm very glad the team has moved on to a new car combat game, original IP, because they deserve their flowers. They deserve to make some fucking money, because that, seriously, anybody out there wanting Twisted Metal from Sony, don't worry about it, pal. Go on up and play, just play Twisted Metal 5 and then wait for this team to deliver their next game. I don't know if it will have online. I hope it will have online. But Awesome Tatum is right. Twisted Metal 5 is the real deal Holyfield. Yeah, it's really good. It's really fucking good. Listen to this. Machine XP has been a member of this fine television program that comes on PBS after Sesame Street. What? Shut up. No, you shut up. Why are you watching that person on TV? Turn that off. Thank you, Machine XP, for being a GODZ of War member. We appreciate it very much. Awesome Tatum coming through like the goddamn Cincinnati champ he is. 5 gifted memberships. Yeah, no, there's no plans at all online for TM5. I'm saying for Twisted Metal, for the new game they're making, I'm hoping that one will have some online. Awesome Tatum, thank you for the 5 gifted. Not only is it just very generous and kind, as you always are to this very show, but it moves us towards tonight's goal. If we get 40 members, we will be playing. And I just said, fuck it. I know they put a patch out today. But I'm just going to get it on PS5 because I'm also worried about cheaters on PC. So there'll be a 9:15 stream tonight, PST, of Marvel Tokon. And obviously we can play and fight together, or we can just stream it and I'll try to go through the story and online. But I'm very excited to get going on that and playing that. But we got to make our goal tonight. We'll see what happens. Awesome Tatum is getting us there at the beginning. Speaking of, if you want to support the show, but you don't like giving your money to Google, there's a little QR code down there where you can send tips to the show as well, if that is something you want to do either during the show or after the fact. Okay. Anna G made a short for the show, by the way. It's not done yet, but it's going to go up tonight or tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. She did a nice job editing that together. So Anna might step in and start helping out with some of these shorts and whatnot, which I appreciate. Okay. What are we talking about today, folks? Do I play Overwatch? Not really. No. I loved I love the design of it and the visuals, and I know they just put out a bunch of costumes and things like that, but it's not really my jam. I mean, even Marvel, I'm a huge Marvel fan, and even that I couldn't stick with that. Marvel Rivals, which is similar. By the way, I want to remind you, we'll talk about Retro Game Treasures a little bit later in the show, but for now, I do want to let you know our fine sponsor is doing a giveaway of a bunch of Jaffe shit. If you're a Twisted Metal fan especially, there's a little God of War in here and Mickey Mania in here, but there's a signed copy of the Japanese God of War that's published by Capcom. There's the original Mickey Mania level design. There's the first draft of Yellow Jacket. There's a bunch of signed Twisted Metal Blacks and Twisted Metal 2012s. There's the approved image of Calypso from TM2 saying, hey, your wish is granted, all that shit. There's a bunch of good stuff in here. If you are curious and interested in throwing your hat in the ring, all you got to do is go over to Retro Game Treasure. I'll put it right here in the chat. You go on over to Retro Game Treasure. There you go. And stick around, and they'll start giving details on how to enter this competition. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to be a subscriber, but you do have to sort of listen and go, oh, here's how they want to do this. So that's coming up. Some goodies in there if you're a Twisted Metal fan. There might be a little God of War stuff in there. Is there any God of War stuff? I'm sure there's something. Well, there's that one. There's a Twisted Metal. It's mostly Twisted Metal, Little Mickey Mania, whatever. Jaffe, do a goal to play all the Twisted Metal games. Not right now. I played a shit ton, man, of what is that goddamn thing called? I played a shit ton of Did I just delete that? I didn't want to delete that. Of Twisted Metal 5, and I think I've got Twisted Metal kind of out of my system for the moment. Big Walk is the game that all the kids are talking about. This is a really weird thing, but this happens. This has to have happened to you. I just don't want to play it. Isn't that weird? I hear it's great. I hear it's super fun. Tech has been playing it. I want to say maybe Anna played it. And I'm sure I will play it and I will absolutely fucking love it. And I should probably get in pretty soon and play it, because if I don't play it, all the puzzles will have already been solved. And so playing it with people, everyone will already know what to do. And it's free on PS Plus. There you go. But people say it's great. People are saying like the Metacritic score puts it in contention if you use Metacritic, at least for their game of the year. I don't know if you guys have played it in the chat, but is it as good as everybody is saying? Tatum says, I'm with you. Big Walk ain't tickling my twine. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that this game that everybody is saying is great? It's like, it's going to be great. Right? It's like a movie or a book or an album where it's like, just trust people, because everybody fucking loves this game. So I should play it, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah, Tyler says, I was wrong about Big Walk. It's actually fun. Not really like the other friend slop, requires cooperation. Big Walk is better when you don't want to play it, says Gun. I will play it because I just want to be in the know, and it's what everybody's talking about. So I'd like to know what's so exciting about it. But I like friend slop games. It's funny. It's funny you say that. Referably White, you say this month's friend slop. Now, I don't know if you're saying that negatively, but a lot of people do, they're down on friend slop, and it's exactly the shit that pisses me off about a bunch of online gamers. It's like, we don't want all these expensive games. It's killing gaming. So everybody, developers have found a way to not have to spend a bunch of money to make things that are a lot of fun. It's not usually, sometimes, but not usually service-based, so you don't have to, it burns bright for 2 to 6 weeks and then it's gone. Isn't that what we say we want? We don't want the service games. We don't want, we don't want everything to be super duper expensive. I mean, yeah, they do blend together. You've got to, just like any other thing that's a success, everybody bandwagons, and only the people that are really, smart about it and creative about it are the ones that are going to actually find it. The one that I'm most excited about, Wizard says, I love the new friend slop indie meta. Me too. Friend slop with puzzles. Friend slop isn't a negative term. I agree, but a lot of people use it as a negative term. Okay, I want to show you real quick before we get into the news. Is it up? I don't know what it's called. Airplane. It's a friend slop game. Airline. But is this it? Worst airline ever? Maybe. It's not out yet. No, what is that? You know what I'm talking about, right? Friend slop airplane game. Have we already looked at this before? Dear Passengers. I think it's called Dear Passengers. Watch, it's only like 37 seconds trailer. Look at this thing. This looks like a goddamn blast. Come on now. What are you doing here? Yes. Pablo! Yeah. Get this guy out of our plane. Oh my. Oh, I haven't seen this trailer.
I got it. Game. Not today, my friend. Not today. Yeah. It's not your game, man. Yeah, I like it too, man.
Yeah, so this is coming out soon in the next couple months. I'm excited for that. I've played Repo, but there's Tech streaming, everybody. We'll send it over to Tech afterwards. What's he doing? What's he talking about? I don't know. I don't know what he's watching. Okay. Let's get back to it. Okay. In the chat, In the chat, I got, I forget who was mentioning this, but they've been mentioning this a lot. Ascend to Zero, saying it's fucking phenomenal. I have no idea what this game is. I am going to look at the launch trailer really quickly, and then we'll move on. But yeah, band, yeah. But it's a roguelike. I'm kind of sick of roguelikes. But you know, what do you mean too soon? Was there a Spirit airline crash, or you mean it went bankrupt? Yeah, I haven't played. It's not out yet. But this is the Ascend to Zero launch trailer. Okay. Do I like co-op horror games? Not terribly. Like, I know Halloween. I'm excited for Halloween because that particular game also is going to have single player. But I don't really. I don't like horror when it's co-op usually. Okay. This is why good games struggle to sell people playing and buying slop like this. PK, what are you talking about, baby? What are you talking about, baby? Games, this game or the airplane game, that game looks fun. I think it looks fun. Not everything has to be a goddamn, Jeff Keighley Award winner. Anyway, here we go. Ascend to Zero. This is the launch trailer. Apparently this is a really good goddamn game. I've never even heard of the thing. So KP is the one saying this thing's amazing. Okay, cool.
Stay sharp. Load up. Stay close. All aboard! System live.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Relaxed Bruh says he played the demo, good fun. LZ says reminds me of Hades. Yeah, that I mean, I hadn't seen this, but that I'm over that. But KP's like, yeah, don't let that turn you off. It's really, really, really good. So I'll definitely be giving it a look. Speaking of Jeff Keighley, though, the first poster for the Game Awards is coming up. LA Live, I think it's December 10th, I get invited every year, but I like streaming at home with you guys. But that is going to be an interesting show. There are a lot of great video games this last year and still many more to come. So I'm quite excited just to watch it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. KP says, only thing Jaffe is it has Vampire Survivor sequences, combat, and slightly more control. Yeah, that's cool. No, I'll give it a play. I'm excited for it. Speaking though of, Keighley is back in our lives in just a couple of weeks. Opening night Gamescom together with hosts Jeff Keighley. The global gaming community will have all eyes on Cologne, August 25th. Opening night live will kick off Gamescom. It's a show packed with world premieres, exclusive announcements, and surprises. And you goddamn right, we will be streaming it on this very channel. I will probably be high as a kite. I might find a couple of... Gene used to stream it with me, but now Gene's off hanging with the weekend. We're not cool enough for Gene anymore, I suppose. But we'll get somebody in here maybe to shoot the shit while we're making fun of all the shows and stuff. It'll be members only, so if you've been considering a shiny new member... a goddamn, whatever it's called, a goddamn member thing here at the show, now's the month to get it. Also, if we get to 40 members by tonight, we'll do a 9:15 stream tonight playing Marvel Tokon, and I'll go head to head with members if you guys actually want to fight and see how good you are. But I mean, I'm fucking Evo, baby. Hello, Hush Money. Thank you so much for sending good vibes. We appreciate it. Gamescom doesn't really show much of anything new anymore. I don't know if that's really true. You may be, hang on. What games were revealed at Gamescom? It's always a pretty good show. And people, it's dovetailing right around that time. And we'll talk about GTA in just a minute. It's dovetailing right into that. So, the GTA trailer. So, okay, so this is what we got last year. E-Day, Halo, I'm not going to read everything. Horizon 6, Silver Pines, which is great. Alien Isolation 2, Stranger Than Heaven, which looks great. They showed some Fable, I guess. Crazy Taxi, World Tour. They talked Blood of the Dawnwalker, the new Ace Combat. It's not a bad show. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, you son of a bitch? What else? I mean, all these are maybe good. I haven't played all these, but I'm just looking at the ones that really popped that I know we did talk about on this show. Chrono, oh, the DLC for Chronos, okay, which was a great fucking game. Cleared Hot. Didn't do very well, but it was a cool game. There's some good stuff, man. There's some good stuff. Anyway, we're going to be watching it on this show. Usain Bolt says every time the same shit. I'm tired of gamers. I'm going to do a goddamn show for people that like donuts. Nobody who eats donuts is ever in a bad mood. All you goddamn gamers do is complain about everything. Don't you like anything anymore? Doesn't anything make you fucking happy? Good God Almighty! I played a game today that was about samurais persecuting Jesuit priest in 1600s Japan, and it was a cross between Shogun and fucking Desperados 3. Whatever. Goddamn, enjoy something. It's video games, baby. April sent a gifted membership, goes to One Pump Man. Thank you so much, April. I appreciate that very much. I'm sure One Pump Man does as well. Let's add to our little goal here. Thank you so much, April. That's very generous. We very much appreciate it. Yeah, gamers don't like donuts. Hang on. What did I get rid of just now? Oh, exclamation point. That's important. Makes you excited for the goal. There we go. What are we thinking? Take Two, says Commando, said streaming games will be viable in the next 3 years. Me think they're going to make GTA Online 2 as an exclusive streaming game only. I don't know about that. Hello, Aegon. Hello. Thank you, Gun. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I've been saying it. What I'm starting to learn is that just because gamers push back on me with some of these opinions, it doesn't mean a lot of those opinions, and I hate to say this because I don't want to just, ignore good criticism or people disagreeing with me, because I can be wrong a lot. But sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you, you're just wrong. And it's not that you're wrong because I think I'm smarter than you. It's because you're living in denial. And you're coming at it from an emotional standpoint, like what Strass Zelnick is saying. The streaming thing. I'm telling you guys, every game I've shown it to you. Streaming on GeForce Now, if you have a good internet and a good location, I've said it ad nauseum, you guys, it's amazing. It's better than playing locally because you're able to get the sharpest, best graphics. Now, I know, just like physical games, but we don't like that. We want to own. Okay, then just say that. Just fucking say that. But don't try to argue it with facts when you don't have the facts. Just like with the media, the physical stuff, which we'll talk briefly about. Hussein, thank you for the super chat. He says, show us the game again you played last week. The one with the dark room and the bed. I need a little bit more money from you, Hussein. No, but I do need more details. I don't know what you're talking about. The thing is, Jaffe, you're a veteran of the industry. Most people arguing against you are keyboard warriors. Yeah, but it's not like I'm going to go argue with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm not saying I'm the Neil deGrasse Tyson of games, but I'm closer than they are. If he explains to me why it gets colder as the Earth tilts away from the sun, and he can explain it, I'm not going to go, well, I don't know, Neil. What are you talking about? If you're dealing with experts or people with experience, why would you not listen to them? Maple says Call of Duty Online fan base is like this too. Their opinions are loud, but they're usually proven wrong by the majority of players. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm telling you, I've streamed. I stream all the time. I stream today. Watch my fucking streams. You see latency in there? You see bad gameplay? You see missed inputs in there? No, you don't. So fucking tired of this bullshit. Yeah, I got him. Oh, by the way, Gun and JSD are competing right now for a $40 gift card for the PlayStation Store or Steam or Nintendo, whatever you want, as long as it's a game site. But we have one more person who gets to go on this wheel. And so if you are interested in competing, I'll get to that a little bit later in the show and explain to you how you can get on that wheel later tonight. My good friend, One Pump Man, says the problem with you content creators is you spotlight the horrible takes and think they're legit. I need details. What horrible take are you talking about? Explain. It's a blanket statement. I don't know what to do with that. Commando says cloud game streams is probably a thing on consoles in the future. It's not going to happen on PC because PC likes to mod. It's happening on PC right now. It's already on all the consoles. It's happening on PC right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard to believe your own eyes. Hello, Wario. I'm having a great Monday. I hope you are as well. I don't know why it's so hard to believe your own eyes. I mean, these are the games I'm playing and I'm streaming them and they look better. I mean, my God, Resident Evil, come on. It's gorgeous looking. Turned all the way up to the fucking limit. It's just fucking beautiful. But I can't sell you on it. Okay. Let's move on though, because whatever, baby. But Gamescom. Yes. Carlos says, did you see Square Enix say they're 90% digital? Yes, I saw that. Capcom said it. 2K said it. It's just the way it is. We'll get to that in a second though, because I have some theories on this. Jaffe, people are bitching about PlayStation going digital. It's not a good time for industry to push cloud. I don't care. I'm so fucking tired. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm in a really good mood, but I'm so fucking tired. Of all of these motherfuckers being so miserable. Like, I mean, look, I don't follow a lot of other fandoms, right? But do you guys follow any other fandoms? Meaning, I mean, I follow Auburn football, one of the worst, goddamn, most disappointing, heartbreaking teams you can follow consistently. And Auburn fans don't seem this fucking miserable. They're games, man. They're video games. Usain Bolt, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it very, very, very much. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that mods aren't popular on PC. I'm just saying that it doesn't negate the value of streaming on PC. I mean, it's still that's where I like to stream for sure. Imagine says relax, bruh, GTA 6 Netflix exclusive playable cloud streaming. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe they've been, I don't know, but maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see what, besides just money, what kind of deal Netflix made with 2K to get that. But that's something else though. That's something else. All these people pissed off about net. I mean, God, man, doesn't it drive you crazy? Aren't you just tired of it? I agree, Tusk. Consoles need to be cheaper for cloud streaming. You don't even need a console. Get a smart TV. Get a Fire Stick. You don't need a console. That was one of Strass Zelnick's points. He's like, with all the hardware getting more expensive, it's just like, you know what? Shoot it into the TV. The sad broke energy in this hobby is second worst part about it. The worst is the racist misogyny. I can see that, David Seeger. 100%. Having to rely on streaming services would suck, but with the drama apocalypse and the knock-on effect of all hardware prices skyrocketing, we may end up there. But I mean, yeah, but think about how pissed everybody got just because, I'm not saying everybody got pissed. And obviously you have to be careful because things can be made dramatic on the internet when they don't really reflect the real world. We know that. We've learned the hard way. But yeah, Merck says people are there. I don't know how many, but there are a lot of vocal people losing their minds over Netflix premiere and having to wait to watch if they don't have a subscription. Look, what's the matter with you if you're one of those people? Boo fucking who? Do you know what, motherfucker? If you're a fucking fan, you'll fucking find a way to fucking get the $14 you need to subscribe for 1 month Netflix. When Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, did a trailer in front of some movie, which nobody wanted to see, everybody, including a bunch of us at Sony, bought tickets, went down, watched the trailer. We paid $10 a ticket to watch the Netflix things at least an hour. The Star Wars trailer was 2 minutes. We paid $10 for 2 minutes and we were fucking happy about it. Or you can wait 6 hours. Okay, Spazbo says 1 month of Netflix closer to $20. So what? So what? You're getting an hour show for $20, the price of a movie ticket, give or take, same amount of time for something you claim to love. Yeah, $20 is a lot of ducats, Willie, but then sorry. $10 back in 99 was a lot of money to go see a ticket for a trailer and then leave. But if you wanted to, you saw it. I don't know. I just don't know. But maybe what I do know is this. Maybe people are just pissed and this is an easy way to get the aggression out. Because you can't really be pissed about this. Right? You can't really be. Who's really pissed about this? It can't be real. Black Netflix Simulator is a lot more fun, says Usain Bolt. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The money still spends, buddy, and you know we appreciate your ducats here, but I don't know what in the fuck you're talking about. And I thought I enjoyed marijuana. You are high all the time. All the goddamn, I don't know what the fuck you're on about, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for bringing that up, Jaffe. And multiple people bought multiple tickets to see it again back in the day. Absolutely, Cameron Scott. Fuck yeah. You're either a fan or you're not, or who cares? TJM says, take your business hat off for a second and agree with your fellow fans. You're not in the game anymore. This is what people don't understand. My fellow fans, then, a lot of them are fucking stupid. Okay? They're fucking stupid. Because this idea of, let's just take physical media, the idea, like they only want you in their little club if you agree 100%. I have said ad nauseum that I believe very much. I'm a huge proponent of digital rights reform and establishment and regulation. And I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I still have people in my YouTube comments going, no, that's not it, Jaffe. It's not just the physical. We want ownership. They can take our games at any time. That's the thing you don't understand. Yes, I do, motherfucker. Yes, I do understand. I make it clear all the fucking time that I want to see regulation for digital rights ownership. I want to see people get reimbursed at best, and at worst, if a license goes away, you get your credit for the store. They should not be allowed to sell you a license that they can take away. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but still, you can go to my cockadoodie YouTube. Let's refresh briefly. Let's just fucking see. You're full of it, mate. Eat slop if you want. In that video he's responding to, I make it clear. I don't have a problem with physical disc. I'm buying more physical discs now than ever. I like physical discs. I don't care what the math is. I'm not supporting a company that can shut off my access to a game I bought. Sorry, I'm going with ownership. Yeah, I get it. I get the value. But I'm not talking about that. Listen to this. You're basically saying we shouldn't be upset that most people are okay with greed and Sony making the move to be the only place to buy PlayStation games, not counting the ones on PC. Listen to what I'm saying, fucking idiot. You will be able to go online and buy codes to compete with the PlayStation pricing, because Sony has made it clear that you'll be able to buy at Walmart, on Amazon, boxes and or cards that have codes, which is exactly what they're selling. Which means Amazon can say, you know what? We're going to buy a shit ton of GTA 6 and we're going to discount it 20% on launch week for Prime members. But no, says Shane Freestyler. I'm saying they shouldn't be. No, you shouldn't be upset because in your little fantasy scenario is not what's happening. God. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Take the same logic and apply it to the human historic record. What? A mega event happens, then all of a sudden, years later, you remember it wrong. The government says that's not what happened. I don't even know where. This is bigger than gaming, Jaffe. You're a smart guy. Figure it out. What's the future going to be like for our kids? What the fuck are you talking about? Of course it's greed. He says, no, it's greed, pure and simple. Yes, it is. So it's always greed. Where do you think you are, man? Anyway, it's always been greed. You think it wasn't greed at the beginning? You think it wasn't greed on the part of Sony in PS1 days when they greenlit certain games they thought would sell more, and they rejected games they thought would not sell as many? There's a reason Twisted Metal has 4 sequels on the PS1 and Warhawk has none. And it's not anything other than greed. They looked at it and said, Warhawk didn't sell that great. A lot of people loved it, didn't sell that great. I guess we're not going to make any more of those for a good long time. Anti-consumer. But I do think this is the problem. I really, really do. It's this issue right here, my dear friends. Where did it go? We'll get back to GTA, I promise. But yeah, Colin is meeting with his congressman's team later this month. He's pushing digital rights regulation. I think all of us, nobody's opposed to that except just assholes. But yeah, fuck you, Sony. Fuck you, any of this, anybody pushing back against digital rights. That's different. That's just, we need protection, but protection for not having physical games. Come on, man. That's your own. So I saw somebody, I want to get off this topic. I know it's long in the tooth, but it just pisses me off. I saw somebody last night go, the people who are okay with physical going away, they don't know what it was like to have your dad take you to a midnight launch and pick up a game and all this. It's like, motherfucker, yeah, we do. We also know what it was like, which you probably don't, to no longer be able to go buy concert tickets just by waiting in line, and you show up at the record store, and if you got there first, you have a good chance getting front row seats to any fucking band, let alone record stores, bookstores, video stores. We know what it's like. It happens. So if I'm not mistaken, says TJM, you would prefer we keep physical. I like the option. I like physical things as I get older. When it comes to collecting, or when it comes to books and games, I have enjoyed reacquiring because I was very minimalist for a while. But yeah, I like physical. It's not, I don't choose it most times, nor does, 90% of the audience. But that doesn't mean I want it to go away. But it is going away because, it's the same reason that everything else goes away. I did see this. Relax, bruh is right. China ruled, here it is right here. China ruled that video games can be inherited now. So when someone dies, I had this somewhere. I think Kotaku covered it. I really want to play this game. But yeah, no, you're right. Now again, China's China. But Europe usually is ahead of the curve on this when it comes to consumer protections. It's nice to see China doing something with it. And so hopefully America will, because that's fucking ridiculous. The idea that, when I pass on, my kids, I can't, you're officially not allowed, is my understanding, to gift your shit. It's like, it's my shit. Fuck you. Yeah, again, I can't. Okay, let's take this briefly. Defender Random says, Sony's still making new music CDs. What's your point? I'll never do books or comics digitally. I just can't, says Joker. Yeah, I can do both, but I prefer physical comics and books for sure. And what it does is it sort of, here's the thing. It forces companies that want to be in business of physical, of having to build a better mousetrap. I love buying books. But I just finished this last night. Really good book. But it's packaged like a fucking VHS tape. I'm not saying all books need to do that, but anything to kind of make you go, hey, that's cool. I can't get that experience digitally, right? So I'm with that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this argument that people are like, well, there's still records. It's got nothing to do with video games, man. It's got nothing to do with video games. But here's what I think the problem is. I really, really do. Of course. Oh yeah, No Name. It was in favor of physical. The Insomniac leak. It wasn't even the leak. The first fiscal year 2025. And even that, people come at me. God, are we done with this? One's in the chat if we don't want to talk about this anymore, because I'm just annoyed. But yeah, I know Defender, but what does that have to do with anything? He says music CDs making a comeback. Records sell over 1 billion. Well, I don't think records sell over 1 billion, but yes. What's your point though? I'm not entirely sure what that. Yes, Sony makes CDs and records. I still don't understand what your point is. That's okay. So we want to kill this. Okay. Shut up, Willie Farnsworth, you son of a bitch. Then the last thing I'll say on it, other than to respond to the last comment we get from Defender, is this. This is what I think is actually causing the problem. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to, get on a soapbox or anything like that. But I think it's this. According to the latest national data from the NAE, the National Assessment of Education Processes in America, only 35% of U.S. high school seniors are proficient in reading. 65%, meaning, fall short of grade level standards. 13 to 7-year-olds stagnant or dropping. Only 58% of middle schoolers even meet basic benchmark reading skills. Okay. So think about that. Think about that. People, younger people, not equipped to have a real conversation. And maybe that's on me, that I'm like, you're arguing with people who don't want to fucking read, who haven't read a book in years, probably never for fun. I'm just asking to be frustrated, you know? Okay, well, the last word, we'll give it to Defender. He says $1 billion. My point is, in the future, Sony will make physical games again. Okay, but you're wrong. But you're wrong. And you're wrong because you don't understand the technology. You assume that just because they make records and just because they make books and people want them, they can do the same with games. And you refuse to see this, the incredible difference between games and those other things. Okay. Oh, I agree on the teachers, though. Porsche and Bree say it's because they don't read books anymore. They just read selections in certain chapters. I don't know why. I don't know why. I've seen the same statistic that says a lot of the teachers are no longer giving out reading assignments of full books. Jaffe, you're mad about the discontinued food more. I don't know. I can read, and I don't know what the fuck that means. What, PK? Jaffe, you mad about the discontinued food more? That's a bigger problem. LOL. Punctuation. It doesn't cost much. And in fact, I think it's free on most phones. Okay. I don't agree with that, Wayne B. Wayne B says you're talking to gamers. Most of us would rather play games. Reading takes you away from that. I'm a gamer. I play more games than most people watching this show right now. I guarantee you. And I read all the time. Okay. Yeah. For PC games, right, still ran. But consoles are closed, right? That's what people don't get. It's like, how are you going to do that? Sony's not going to give you the keys to the kingdom so, you know, you can press your own CDs to run on the... Come on. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's move on and talk about Grand Theft Auto for a minute. What we were going to talk about Gamescom, there was a thing over on, and again, we are 34 members away from a 9:15 California time TOCON stream. And listen, I appreciate you guys are scared to go head to head with me, and you should be. And I'm not going to go easy on you. But if you want to compete and play tonight, there you go. We need 34 more members, and we'll get the game fired up. Okay. Let's just see, though. This was a thread on NeoGAF saying, Tyler says, I hope Sony releases games on 8-track cassettes. Hey, back in the day, you know, when I was learning computers, you had an audio cassette. And it was literally noise that went into the fucking computer, and that's how you loaded your game. I didn't buy Berserk. JSD was very generous and gifted me the first 3 collected volumes, and I'd never read it. And I finished the first. It's great. Obviously, it's fucking great. So, games spark excitement for the future is the main theme of Gamescom 2026. Xbox is bringing 25 upcoming games and 140 stations to play. Bethesda are there. A major surprise like Elder Scroll is unlikely. Sony won't really do anything there. Ubisoft could drop a date for Ghost Recon. So I don't know what people are looking forward to other than, I know GTA has been rumored that Keighley, you know how these rumors go. Who the fuck knows? GTA may have something after they drop, because the one night, the Gamescom thing is, what night is this? August 25th, and the Netflix GTA is when? The 26th, maybe? Okay, so it'll be after. So Keighley may not really have anything. Keely may not have anything. We'll have to see. But I'm still excited. I like watching the shows with you guys. I like this one ill. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. If that game ever comes out, I'll be stunned. I hope it's as good as it's been looking in the trailers, but I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck? Is this the one? Is this the one that looks like God of War? Zongcut? No, Black Myth Zongcut. I did a video about this game that actually looks like next gen. Hello. That actually looks like next gen God of War, and I don't remember the name. It's like a Taiwanese name or something, but that looks pretty good. Defender says new Quake campaign for Machine Games is awesome. I saw that dropped. But where do you play that? Do you just have the Quake on Game Pass and it runs, or where do you how to play new Quake? What is it called? New Quake whatever game. Quake 30th. Okay, how to play Quake Dawn of the Machine. Yeah, okay, here we go. It's a free update. How to play it. It's a free update for owners of the enhanced release. Okay. And so I assume the enhanced release is on Game Pass. Okay, I want to play that. That's great. Okay. All right, let's move on. Spaz says, look, maybe if Sony updates their refund policy for digital games, that might help. Of course. I mean, again, that's the shit people, and I know some people are, but that's what people should be mad about and be going like Colin is to his Congress people about and going, this is ridiculous. It is absolutely unacceptable. And again, they don't owe anybody a better refund policy, but the fact that the competition already has a much better refund policy, that should correct that. But the idea that they can just come in because it's in the terms of service, which is like 80 pages long, and take your fucking games without giving you compensation, they can go fuck themselves every goddamn day of the week. Every goddamn day of the week. I agree with that 100%. Okay. This is a rumor. I want to know what you guys think. Rumors and social media memes claim Grand Theft Auto 6 will feature in-game pride parades. Rockstar Games has not officially confirmed it. So nobody knows. But let's assume for the moment it does. I don't know. Because the argument is, and I do think it is a valid argument at a mechanics-based level, which is as long as you don't give someone gameplay value, like, oh, powering up if you kill gay people. If it's just there, and if you don't want to run the parade over, don't run the parade over. And if you do, well, that's on you. We're just making a parade here. So at an intellectual level, 100%. I absolutely, what the fuck is Tech on about? I absolutely agree that anything should be allowed. But this is going to go all kinds of bad, all kinds of fucking bad. Yeah, it means people will do the wrong thing to those and then upload it. Yeah, so I honestly, I would defend their right to do it. I would defend the logic that says no one's making you run through the gay pride parade. Right. Josh says it's GTA. You should be able to kill who you want. You're absolutely right. And I still can hate it and still think it's a bad thing to do. But certainly, I agree with you that if you don't want to kill gay people, then don't do that in the game. And so it'll be really interesting if they do this, because, and this kind of leads into the bigger question anyway about why are people so excited? Well, no, we didn't have this conversation with Modern Warfare 2. If you're talking about no Russian, because you had to play no Russian. It was harder gameplay, if I remember correctly. Like you could solve it if you didn't kill people in the airport, but they were saying to solve it, to have a better chance of doing it, you should shoot these people in the airport in the game. So it's not quite the same thing, assuming that this doesn't affect the gameplay. But yeah, I'm certainly opposed to it. But I still agree with your point, which is you should be able to kill who you want and just don't kill the people you don't want to kill. Yeah, Spaz and somebody else in the chat, Maple says you could not shoot if you didn't want to, and you didn't even have to play that mission. So, so whether this is true or not, it leads into the bigger point, though, is obviously everybody's excited for this game, and I'm excited for this game. You know, I saw a lot of people give this guy shit. I don't know why, because he gets a lot of things right. He's passionate. He's really a good guy, both personally and what he gives to the gaming community. But Hip Hop Gamer had an interview today, or I saw it today, and he says, and he doesn't lie. I've never known him to lie. It usually gets verified. He says that there's a lot of really neat stuff he knows about how the AI works together, like you and your partner that's an AI when you're not controlling them. And, you know, so I'm interested, right? But I you know, GTA 6 is going to be like one of those things. Yeah, that's a good point. Relax Bruh says, okay, they can put in the pride parades, but they have to have MAGA parades too. All right, that's fair. All right, that's totally fair. But I still don't want to kill anybody just because they have, but I hear you. It's the same thing. But when you think about GTA 6, it's gotta be just all of this is self-created, right? You can't tell me you've actually seen anything in the trailers they've released other than the name GTA 6 that makes you go, oh my God. It's because a lot of people are thinking these guys are going to deliver the same feeling we got, not we, because I'm older, but like when you were 14, like it's that, right? It's absolutely gotta be, because what have they shown other than that makes anyone go, oh my God? Calling in, not tonight. We'll do a call-in show this week, but I'm not using that software. Has the main character been confirmed to be an undercover cop yet? I haven't heard that, so hopefully you're not spoiling anything. How about the 5 stars you get from shooting a parade is just impossible to get rid of? Could be. But I'm just asking you guys, like, what do you think is causing so much excitement? Is it that people are hyping it based on their own, like everybody is, you know, believing it's something with no evidence to back it up? And so as long as you hear, or as long as you don't get that denied, you get to continue to live in this fantasy that it's going to be the everything game for every person. The actual game is not that much hype. If you played the others on release, people just hype by the marketing than the actual game, says PK. I mean, that's what I feel. Again, I'm not knocking it. I'm excited for the game too. Now, of course, what's going to happen is people are going to say, why are you so contrarian? Why can't you just be excited? I am excited. I am excited. But I don't really know why I'm excited. Right? That's all I'm saying. I'm wondering if there's something you guys have seen that I haven't. Now, here is something you guys have seen. Right after this next story, we are going to give someone the possibility to get on the wheel and compete with Gun and JSD for the $40 gift card that will go out tonight. Defend says, is the gameplay loop going to be good and new in GTA 6? To me, everything else is secondary. Don't know. I don't know. Darth Nugget says, I get excited for any Rockstar game with this budget. They always impress. Yeah, but the thing is, and again, I don't mean to make everything about Dan Houser or whatever, but who are they anymore, right? I mean, who are these people that are making this game? Who's the visionary? Who are the 2 or 3 visionaries? And, you know, what is the vision? But yeah, I mean, I'll be there. I have Netflix, and if I didn't have Netflix, you goddamn right I'd subscribe to it because I'm excited to see that trailer. There's not online at launch, real bruh. You know what I saw? I saw a statistic today that said every year for the past 5 years, GTA 5 has sold 15 million copies. That's gotta be because the online, right? I mean, I've never even played GTA Online. I never talked to people in my audience that play GTA Online, but clearly a huge number of motherfuckers are playing it. I think everyone's expectations are super high, says One Pump. For me, GTA 6 needs to be Vice City stories times 1,000. If not, dead game, garbage game for me. Could be. I don't know. I mean, I'm still excited. I'm cautiously optimistic, says Nugget, and realistic. I think the writing will take a hit, but the world will probably be immersive. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very, very cool. Hauser changed his last name to Quaid after visiting a place called Recall. Was his name Hauser in the movie? Okay. Desidue says, I'm curious to see what satire or commentary they have, or if it tries to play it more straight. Yeah. Me too. What are you hoping to see in the trailer that will meet your expectations, says TJM. Honestly, there was one shot they showed in one of the trailers or one of the leaks. I think it was the official trailer though, where the police car, let me see. By the way, here's the wheel. You want to get on the wheel. Or maybe you don't, but you do. GTA 6 trailer 2. Yeah, his brother's still there. But wasn't it the main one that was... One was more of a producer, one was more of a creative guy. Like, I've heard about hurricanes in the game. That sounds kind of cool. Let me just turn this down, but there's something in this where you're in the view of and I will say this, what I'm also excited about when I see stuff like this, I'm excited about, playing a game that is this kind of, fantasy is the wrong word because who wants this life, but is this kind of Sopranos modern day gangster. I do think that is still very appealing and that hasn't really been represented well in a very long time. So I think that's exciting to see. There's a shot coming up where POV of the driver and you see a bunch of NPCs against the wall. I think it's this trailer. And when you ask what I'm most excited about, there was something in that, the way those NPCs were here it is. Watch this. Now, I don't know how real this is. I don't know if this is a cinematic or what. But if you look at how varied those NPCs seem, there's a real sense of them being individuals and not just walking around like NPCs doing these like 8 moves they all do. I think if that's real, if it's real, and I just don't know if it's going to be, that could create a really neat sense of immersion that we haven't gotten from just sort of ambiance in a game before. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the hurricanes. If that's real, I'm excited for kind of the underbelly of society game. Cause I haven't really played a game like that in a while. It's been a while since I've sort of had the ability to, fuck around with that fantasy. Yeah, a lot of the devs left or were forced out due to union busting, says Eternal. Yeah, which again, I mean, look, here's all I have to say, and no one in the world is comparing Twisted Metal to Grand Theft Auto in almost any shape, form, or fashion. But Twisted Metal 1 and 2 were good. Twisted Metal 3 sold more than 2 because the hype and people loved 2, and then 4 started to decline because it wasn't the same team. So that doesn't mean this team can't pull it off as well. But to me, it's kind of like there's at least a meaningful percentage of this game that is unproven. But it does look, it does look good so far. Again, I don't know what the fuck the game is. So, Desidue, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, man. We are now, I'll tally it up in just a second. But yeah, so, what are we, a couple weeks away? That's exciting. But this is exciting as well. We are at 11 out of 40 members for tonight. If we can make it to 40, we will be doing some Tokon. Thank you so much, Desidue, for supporting the show. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you, buddy. That was very generous and kind. I'm going to put a good word in with you with the priest this Sunday. They don't let me in. If I even went to church, they'd be like, you can't. Can you impregnate Lucia in the game? I don't know. I mean, why would you want to? You really want to raise a fucking baby? I mean, that could be interesting. But yeah, a lot of this, this is cutscenes. This has to be cutscenes. I wonder how long it'll take to get the meaningful assessment. Oh, it'll be a while. It'll be a while. I think, yeah. I mean, I think people are going to buy it. I'm going to buy it day one. But I think it's going to be, I mean, if you remember, Grand Theft Auto 4 had a reviewer comparing the writing to Shakespeare, and it was embarrassing then, and it remains embarrassing now. So I think it's going to be a while before we really can go, was this as good as people thought? But the great thing is it would be wonderful if the answer could be yes. I don't like, says Josh, 98% of players don't give a shit about the story. I do. I'm very excited. I give a shit about the story in GTA. I give about in Call of Duty, and I give a shit about the story here. And I'm going to play the missions. I mean, there's no online at launch anyway, so I don't know what else they're going to do except just fuck around in the sandbox, which is fine. But okay. All right, there you go. GTA 6. All right, let's move on, shall we, my friends? My delightful friends. I want to try that Quake thing. I really, really do. Look at this. This is interesting. And I bring this up. Because, well, let me read this. Tiny Taco says, Jaffe, can you answer this question? What do you mean when you say you don't know what GTA 6 is? Everyone who played a GTA game knows what it is. What I'm saying is I don't know what is special about it, right? I don't know, like, assuming we're not talking about GTA Online, I'm saying that GTA 3, I get why that was like, oh my God, right? And then everything after it was genuinely really well done and built on that, that promise and that hype. But now that we've kind of had lots of open world games, Crazed Assassin says it's escapist entertainment. It doesn't have to be that deep. I'm not asking for it to be that deep. I'm saying, yes, what sets it apart from other games now, right? When you had Grand Theft Auto 3, there was nothing else like it, right? But now everything is open world. So I'm just saying, I'm curious about, well, okay, Eternal says systems that Take-Two have been hyping up to be revolutionary, but like what? I mean, can you give me an example? I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. I'm saying I really haven't been following it enough to go, oh yeah, there's like, you know, I've heard people say that there's hurricanes. Well, that's cool. But I just played a friend slot game 2 weeks ago with Tech where you were tornado chasers called funnel runners or something. So I'm just saying, what is the, I that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, One Pump says, yeah, it can't be like everything else today. And they have to know that. That's what I mean, by the way. I'm not attacking it at all. I'm just asking, like, you know, is it just that anyway, we talked it to death. Let's move on unless you have a different question. Yeah, you're saying you want more details on that. I got it. In the extended look, I'm with you on that. I'd say GTA 6 will be the most living open world compared to others, says Tatum. I hope you're right. But I don't even know really what that means yet. Like, I need to see an example of that, right? Odd Collection says, Jaffe, why do you think Rockstar is waiting so long to show us anything related to GTA 6? Probably because they can, and they wanted to make sure they had it, or they had as much close to it as they're going to get. The amount of people who slept on this game, this is days gone because liberal game journalists had white guy protagonist fatigue. Such a shame because it needs a sequel. I played it on PS5. I really loved it. I thought it was way too long. And it dragged and I never finished it. But what I played, I really thought it was great. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And I agree. But I only bring this up because I've been seeing people posting about Days Gone the last couple of days. I don't know if it's an anniversary or what, but I just want to say this is a really interesting take, which is because I remember when Drawn to Death came out. Now, Drawn to Death had its own issues that had nothing to do with, like, they were real issues that, you know, I'm not saying that game should have been great and the journalist fucked it over. I don't think that's true. But I did have Sony tell me point blank. They said some of the reasons you're getting such bad reviews is the journalists really don't like the attitude of this game, right? Because the attitude was certainly wasn't right wing, because I'm not even anywhere close to being right wing. But it was very, you know, lots of cussing, lots of sex, lots of, you know, the shit that I'm into, the stuff that, you know, haters will call edgelord, but for me, I'm just like, I just think that shit's kind of funny and cool. And Sony actually said to me, they said that did as much damage as anything, as a bunch of these San Francisco journalists that were just had it out for the game because it wasn't, you know, a softer side of Sears kind of thing, which is really weird because if you actually played Drawn to Death, it was a very sweet game in the narrative that was there, but you know, they weren't looking for that. They were ready. They had their knives out, which is fine. I mean, they have every right to think what they want, but I just thought it was funny because, you know, it's the same thing they're saying about Days Gone is the exact same thing Sony said to me about Drawn to Death. And I was happy they said that. I mean, I felt really bad that we couldn't make their money back for them. I was so grateful that they invested in us. But you know, I do think there's a point there. And so anyway, I just wanted to point that out. That was interesting. Okay. Jaffe's Gamergate tweet probably didn't help either. Yeah, but fuck journalists. They probably can't read either then. Because anybody in their right mind knows good and goddamn well that I was never a fan of Gamergate as it was viewed. That was a very different thing that I was tweeting. And all I said was, I don't want to relitigate it, but you can find it online. All I said was, this game, Gamergate, some Gamergate people are telling me that all it's about is fairness in journalism and treating women well in video games. And I'm like, okay. And my tweet was, okay, if that's what Gamergate is, then sure, I'm Gamergate. And people thought I was Gamergate. I'm like, no, but that's not what it is. That's not what it is. As for the story of GTA one player specific, that's what Rockstar is going to show August 27th. Cool. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Let's move on though. Again, we might make it. I don't know. You never know. We could have a star, rock star with their money come in at the last second and get us some Tokon tonight. If not, no big deal. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll have other chances, other bites at the apple, as the kids say. But for now, where did this thing go? I want to talk to you about, speaking of Tokon, one of our new sponsors, who I just adore, he's going to come on the show this week or next week, by the way, is called Too Old for Gaming. And let me show you what these guys do. Here you go. Check out their ad, because I want to show you something that's pretty cool that they have coming out. And they said they'd send me one, and I'm very excited. So here's little Jaffe. He's upset. Oh, wait. We got to do it again. Shut up. Okay, here's little Jaffe. He's upset. No, what is happening? I got rid of that. You son of a bitch. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Jaffe says, Lennon, imagine if they announced GTA 6 as cloud playable on Netflix. Cool. It wouldn't be a nuclear bomb. It would be great. And people will try it, and hopefully a lot of people will go, oh, this isn't bad. This is more than good enough for me. Thank you, David Seeger, for the super chat. It says, fighting games are tough. You goddamn right, sir. You goddamn right. Okay, let's do this again. Here's little Jaffe. He's sad. Why so sad, Jaffe? I miss game manuals. And they're never coming back. Ha, boy, are you wrong. Huh? What you mean? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Presenting Too Old for Gaming. These guys make, it's delightful. These guys make game manuals for new games. They make other stuff too that we're going to talk about. But these guys are our newest sponsor. They are delightful. Let me show you some of the stuff that they have created. Let me show you some of the stuff that they have made for our joy. All right. And they're not that expensive. If you miss the days of game manuals, and how could you not? This is what I'm saying. I don't hate physical at all. I like physical. All the lore, all the secrets, all the stuff. It's glossy. You've got look at that. It's the green screen's fucking with it. You got concept art. This has made me, because I got the one for Stellar Blade, makes me want to go back and play Stellar Blade, which I think I will. Resident Evil has a fucking gorgeous manual. Goes into concept art. I'm going to do a whole video about this soon, so you'll be able to see better, but remember just having the manual open and you're like, what's that button again, right? That's why I'm excited that you see on your screen here, Tokon is their newest manual that's coming out very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. And I am very excited for that because I need a manual that is sitting there open as I'm trying to learn to play this fucking game. I played the beta. I loved it, but I'm not good enough to get bigger. Make that go bigger. Here we go. I'm not good enough to play it without the manual, right? Does it have a note section? I don't know. But let me show you this manual. Yeah, Anna just put a link there, and this is going to be how you can get registered for a $40 gift card, which maybe you'll use to pick up Tokon. The PC port is piss port. Yeah, they released a patch today, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to pick it up on. PS5. This manual, though, this one's my favorite so far. It's very thick. Look at that. Bloodborne. Come on. It's better than the manual that came with the game. It's color. It goes into the narrative. It has all the mechanics, all the areas. Like, it talks about how the weapons work and the leveling up work. Don't worry about it. Battle systems. It's really cool. I said, if I buy one of the books, you get credit, Jeffy. Don't worry about it. Buy it if you want it. I don't want people buying it because it supports me. I like my sponsors a lot, and I only take on sponsors that I think are really cool and that want to work with me. Both things have to be true. I love this man. The Chalice Dungeons. Come on. But if it interests you, pick it up. Not for me, though. Pick it up because you think it's really cool. Yeah. So, or when manuals had stuff in it, you needed to complete certain games. I don't, what paper stock, I couldn't tell you, but it's very glossy. It's like a glossy magazine. What I can tell you, though, is that, there's a retrospective in here, too. What I can tell you, though, is I don't like the... I don't like that you have to have the manual, but I like just that it allows you to carry the experience with you. And my experience with that specifically is we would buy a game at Service Merchandise, and then we would go to eat. We go out to eat because it was next to the mall and blah, blah, blah. And so having a manual, we would just pour over it. And you really, it's like you still have part of the game you're experiencing. So I love these things. The other thing this company does, they have a couple of specific books like History of PS5 or PlayStation and stuff, but they also do the Retro PlayStation magazine. They have a new issue that they're about to start kickstarting. We're going to talk to Sandeep, who runs this thing, about that when he's on the show this week or next week. But these are great as well. These are exactly what they sound like. They are magazines where their focus is PlayStation games of... here, I'm going to put it down this way. Look at that. Demon Souls has one. Killzone has one. And they just cover... And this is all glossy as well. Really nice, very nice layout. They review old games. They ranked games, like the best games from the PS2 era that you can play on PSN right now. Jeanne d'Arc. Guess what Jeanne d'Arc got? I loved this game on PSP. Jeanne d'Arc, and I would agree with this rating. They gave it a 9. Anyway, so going over there, here's how we're going to get the next person on the wheel, okay? I'm going to give you a link in just a second to this page. If you are on cell phone, what you need to do is you need to go to your cell phone and then look at the web version of it, because what I'm going to put the link up is for the web version, and I want to make sure that you're seeing that because the layout's different. Sandy Bry. I mean, I know him. I know his name is Sandeep. That's how I know him, but maybe I'm saying it wrong. Okay, we're going to look at the page of, all right, we will do this page. Okay. No, you can't see it. Well, yeah, you can see it. I don't care. Because I'm about to turn it off. So let's see. Let me see what the PS5 page is. Let's see the PS5 page. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to put this page right now in the chat. I want you to click on it, and I'm going to ask you a trivia question about what is on this page. The first person to get it right, Gun is not allowed to play. JSD is not allowed to play. They're already on the wheel. The first person I see in my chat that gets it right goes on the wheel. There's only 2 other people on the wheel. We're going to spin it tonight. Once the show's over, about an hour after the show, I'll send you your code to your $40 gift card. Just let me know the store, Sony, Nintendo, whatever, Steam. So let me know. I'm going to go into a different story. I'll come back to this, but let me know when you guys are at that page, okay? In the meantime, let's watch a new trailer, shall we? This is a brand new trailer for a game called Pine Creek, which I have not seen yet. But it looks pretty cool. At least the title, the image on the title. So here we go. Go to the page. I'm not hacking your PC. Don't worry. You should click it. It's just or you can search it up. Go to tooOldForGaming.com and then look in the category of PS5. But okay, here you go. We're going to watch this trailer first, then we're going to go do it.
Are you ready to step into the future? With Lightcom, it's possible. Today, we're bringing you 3 of the hottest tech gadgets of the 80s. First up, the Lightcom Pager. This little powerhouse is your key to instant communication. Got an important message? Don't miss a beat. Lightcom keeps you connected 24/7 with a super loud alert tone that's impossible to ignore. What about those nights when you're out in the wild? Or even just looking for that missing set of keys under the couch? You need the Lightcom FL2000, the ultra-bright flashlight that doesn't just light up the dark, it displays.
Hey, Gary.
Alexa,
you
stop.
read me? Something's happening out there. I was at my barn and I saw them, man. Those lights in the sky. Jesus. Gary, you there? Answer me, goddammit. What the? I can see them again. Shit, they're heading toward you.
Goddamn right. Now, I love aliens. I love UFO horror. I love that this is a genre that's starting to become not saturated, but you're starting to get a couple of these games, horror games with UFOs and sort of Cthulhian lore. Not that that's what this is, but I love that. So this is Pine Creek. I don't know when it's coming out, but it looks pretty fun. Okay. Now, I see that you're on mobile. That is fine. You just need to make sure you are clicking the web version of it. Hopefully, because otherwise you may not see what everybody else sees. So I don't want to I don't want you to be like, but that wasn't on the page. Okay, so here we go. This is, I'll put the page up one more time, but I'm going to ask you a question. The first person to answer it ends up going on the wheel. Okay. Here is my question about the PlayStation 5 manuals that you see somewhere on this screen. Okay. They're not actually all PlayStation 5. A lot of these are PlayStation 5, but they're not all. Yeah, hit request desktop site. That's right. Okay. Which game seems like it should have Sweet Tooth, but it doesn't? Which game from these, and again, you can order all these manuals if you love these games. You can click on it, get a lot of detail about what's in the manual. But which game here seems like it should have Sweet Tooth, but it doesn't have Sweet Tooth? I'm not a fan of that. Fuck them. No, Josh, it's not Mick and Mac, and it's not Days Gone. It's. I mean, you can put it anywhere, but no. When you hear the answer, it'll make sense. But no one's guessed it yet. Yep, Porsche gets it. Astrobot. Astrobot has all of the fucking characters, but and they even designed a Sweet Tooth. And Sweet Tooth is big again, or bigger than he has been in a while because of the TV show. But they still won't put him in. I don't fucking know why. Maybe because his head's on fire. Like, I actually have seen designs of this guy. Astrobot Sweet Tooth. Let's see. Right? I mean, I've seen it. Sweet Tooth does not appear, though he was featured in early concept art. Fuck them. It may have compromised. No, it wouldn't have compromised the E rating. Look at all the other goddamn characters that are in there that are X-rated, R-rated characters. Fuck them, is what I say. There he is right there. It was in the concept art. Anyway, the point is that goes to 007 Porsche. Let's put him on the wheel and spin. I don't think JSD is here tonight, but I think Gun is. 007 Porsche. Here we go. Porsche. All right. After this, hit me up on the Discord. Tell me what card you want, what store, and I'll get it to you an hour after the show. I win. Jaffe's going to make Twist Metal Black. Yeah, sure. Here we go. That spin. It's not a members only thing. It absolutely is not. There you go. Gun gets it. I think it's the second time he's won one of these things. Good job, Gun. Hit me up in the Discord. Tell me what card you want. I'll send it to you later tonight. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you to Old for Gaming, not just for sponsoring the show, but for making these really fucking cool products. Please spend some time over on their site. It is a great deal of fun. Look at this, Sony Year by Year, PlayStation, A Visual History. They have a lot of good stuff that they make. And I'll let you know when it'll be time to tune in for the interview with Sandeep, who actually runs this joint. It's some cool stuff. Okay. One moment. Shall we? Let's see. Let's watch the HELLRAISER premiere. Oh, Alex says, Modern Warfare 4 Early Access comes out August 20th. Do I need to have bought it to get in, or how do I get it? Arrow Shock, thank you for saying that on behalf of all of us who worked on those games. Thank you, buddy. I played the demo of Agent 64 Still Ran, and I liked it. It was good, but it was very samey. After a while, I was kind of like, okay, I get it. Like I don't need to buy it because it felt. I mean, it's so spot on of GoldenEye that after a while you're like, I don't know if I really want to play any more of it because it doesn't hold up as well. But okay, you have to buy the pre-order, which I'm going to do anyway, so I'll pick it up. Okay. All right. We're going to watch, unless it's boring. You guys hit me up in the chat if it gets boring. All right. Thank you for that, Tatum. You literally said Astrobot after PK. Well, let's make sure I'm all about fair, because here's what you have to understand. I can only go with what I see on my chat. So let me make sure you understand that my chat, here we go. This is my chat. So the first time I saw it was Porsche saying Astrobot. Your Astrobot came in here. So blame the internet, man. I don't know what to tell you, but even, yeah, like Josh says Porsche got it. So that's what it's the only way I can go off the thing. Maybe next time we can do it on Discord. I don't know, but apologies for that, but I can't do it any other way. Thank you so much, Ken Tanker. A Stellar Blade, he'd love it. Yeah, Sweet Tooth, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think wait a minute. One Pump says Game Pass Ultimate, you're in the COD beta. Is that true? Oh, well, good. I'll check into it, but that's great if it's true. All right. I don't know how interesting this is going to be, but I'm excited for this game. Let's watch it, see how it is. This is the mission that we saw from IGN today on Hellraiser, which I'm very excited for. It comes out in October.
There you are.
Lo and behold, he lives.
You again.
I see you've met with our mutual benefactors and accepted their bargain, no less.
You planning to tell me what your deal is?
All things in good time, kid. That beast of yours is lurking beyond that gate, but it's a very locked gate. The statues around here can help get you on your way. I'll be right here if you need anything from old Zora.
Is that supposed to be Charlotte? Where's the rest of her tongue?
And this is Saber Interactive, right? So, I mean, they're a really good developer. It looks like it's a Resident Evil
Looks like
first person, which is exciting.
you could use a hand.
Funny.
Lost your head, huh?
Please don't make the whole thing that way. I don't need a Hellraiser movie to have quips. Come on, baby. Come on. It's very Resident Evil. Cool. I'm fine with that.
Aidan, I have many things to help you with the hunt. I have things you're going to love.
What you
You're
buying?
going to need a lot of those. Look at you.
She's a merchant,
hunter
yeah.
on the
I think so.
prowl.
I like how it carries the box with them everywhere. My box. Nobody touch it. I never played Scarface, Hush Money. I heard it was great, though. Never got around to it. That's a big staircase. You should, like, get halfway up and be like... I wonder what the little blue meter is. It's not stamina. Is it health? Maybe it's health.
Two undercover detectives.
More cultists.
I'm telling you, the church is leakier than a broken pipe.
Well,
It says retro game treasure box. You goddamn right.
The worse I'll get.
I'd hate to be in Marlowe's shoes right now.
Shoot him in the fucking head. Fucking cult, no good
When I
cultist.
turn right, it's not the same right as before.
Damn. A vanilla sodomite. That's the new insult. That's the year's new insult. Vanilla sodomite. Jaffe just scrolled up. I think TGM actually did say Astrobot. You may have scrolled up, but I showed you on mine. He didn't. I can only go off mine. I mean, I'm sure there's a difference. Maybe it's your internet provider. Maybe if you're on phone, or I don't know what causes one to get here faster than the other. But what else can I do? Foe, I don't know if it's good. I'm hearing, like, IGN, my understanding is they said it was really good. It's been positive so far, but you know, no reviews are out. This is the most gameplay I've seen revealed, though. It's an actual 14 uninterrupted minutes. Yeah, I'm not getting the Forrest Whitaker lazy eye, no. I'm just doing the eye. Well, my Ritalin's wearing out. It's towards the end of the day. I am in live chat. I'm looking in live chat, not top chat. I'll see if I can find a better way to do it next time. I'm not sure what that would be, though. I mean, this is so far very meat and potatoes, which for this, I'm in, because the tone of the game and the world is so different than like a Resident Evil game, at least from what I've seen in the trailers. I'm okay with this being, yeah, Porsche one. I'm okay with this being sort of a Resident Evil knockoff. So yeah, Spaz says it's basically a Resident Evil clone. Totally fine with that. But yeah, for sure. I'm almost certain this is an October release. Oh, come on, that's cool. That's cool. Not yet as cool as the Resident Evil 9, where you had all the blood you were running through. It was 9's such a great fucking game. Harvester, that old game? No. You don't see it as an RE clone? I mean, I haven't watched this yet, but so far it certainly seems that way. Which, again, that's not an insult. Christopher, I heard the new Control Resonant looks really good. I mean, I've played Hush Money a bunch of GTA games. I know what the loop is. But there's a lot of games that have it. Okay, let's focus on this though, Jaffe. Focus. I have not PK, no. Is it single player gameplay? Yeah, okay. No, I haven't seen it. I'm aware it's not just the first person, man. I'm aware. Oh, I'll look at that still, Ran. I haven't seen it. When I say it's like Resident Evil, though, I'm talking about it seems so far to have a similar balance of shooting and kind of combat. You've got the briefcase for organizing your items that limits based on, you know, how much you can carry. You've got the ornate objects that are basically lock and key puzzles. Oh.
Mr. Magpie, how wonderful! I was hoping I'd see you again.
Okay, yeah, well, when they show that, I'll see. I'm not saying there's no difference. I'm sure there are unique features to it. I'm just saying it feels very, and that's a compliment. That's not an insult.
Each journey to the labyrinth only helps me refine my designs.
This is HELLRAISER.
Homespun angels. I had almost forgotten how intense
Oh yeah, Hush Money for sure. I've never played GTA Online. I mean, certainly production-wise, it's not as strong as RE.
Don't hold back. I can take it. Let's jump over the precipice. I did not hurt. Show me them peepers, Rusk.
I don't know who Uncle Frank is. Who's Uncle Frank? I haven't seen all the Hellraiser movies, just the first two.
Stop toying.
Yeah, the boss fight doesn't, it's not that interesting. I mean, it's fine, but...
Give us a kiss.
Yeah, Anna, I'm excited to see it as well. I mean, I love this kind of game. So I'm in regardless. I'm not, Alex. Oh, that's cool. You better go in there.
Isn't it exquisite? Round. Boy, you have stamina.
Okay, that's his health.
Where are you flying off to?
Oh, the blue bar is sanity? Okay, is there not a health bar? It's just sanity then? Oh, Hellraiser's, it's a neat series. At least the first two, it's all I've seen, but... Oh, I don't remember him in the first movie. It's been a while, but I remember loving it. Most objects are unbreakable. Probably because if everything gets to be broken, you don't have any level design. It's just that every room can be devolved into just an empty rectangle.
I can take it.
I mean, I know in Twisted Metal we made sure we made a lot of things destructible, but we kept major things because otherwise there would be no level design. You'd just be in a big open field like all in every level. Clunky Eurojank, yeah.
It's okay.
Saber does tend to have that. I mean, they're AA, but I love AA, so I'd say this feels a little more AAA than usual, but it's still AA. Like the way he moves and stuff, like the way he pops between animations. I agree, Tiny Tacos. This fight is not very interesting. Saber's in Florida? Yeah, but I assume the developer of this is in Eastern Europe, right? Just like, what's that game they do? The zombie war game?
Kill him.
SnowRunner's great, man. I don't know, Alex, maybe. Having a boss health bar is interesting. Like, it's good for gameplay, but it's probably bad for horror gameplay, because not knowing how close you are is probably, it's definitely more unnerving. I don't think there is a problem. Keon Key says it's triple B, not double A, and that is the problem.
I see.
I don't think there is a problem. It looks fun.
Another one. Let me go, damn it!
No. I only want to speak with you.
Come on. I'm doing exactly what your guy told me to do. What's your deal?
I serve the priest's will, but I can't let him have all the fun.
You have a pretty messed up idea of fun.
An idea we both share. How different is your current direction to the thrills you would otherwise
Lost Team Games. Okay. Oh, well,
They
there you go.
satisfy the same.
You know, I don't think that was great. 14 minutes. The people who have played it, I've heard good things about, but I don't think that is that was not a wonderful thing that shows off the game. I don't think. But anyway, I do want to say, speaking of wonderful things, we talked about these delightful whimsical skedaddlers earlier. I just want to show you something really quickly. Hang on. Where did it go? We looked at that already. That's not it. These guys. I am such a fan. I want to show you guys. I've gotten a bunch of boxes since these guys have been so kind and sponsoring our show. Retro Game Treasures. Head on over there. Give it a look. It is, if you don't know, it basically allows you to let me paste it. Oh, they're making Jurassic Survival. That would be great. I wish somebody would fucking finally come out with some news on that thing. Okay, there's the link. You can go. They will send you 3 to 5 retro games every single month, going all the way back to the Atari, all the way up to, I think, the Xbox One era. So you can go over there and say, here are the games I already have. Here's the systems I want it for. Here are the kinds of games I like. Here are the genres I like. Here are the brands I like. And they will use their amazing algorithmic brilliance to come up with a box that's just for you. Once a month, comes right to your door, yours to keep, guaranteed to work. And they have been batting pretty goddamn good for me. I'm going to tell you something. So we played this the other day on the stream, Tomb Raider 2. And I'm going to tell you something. I was a little frustrated because of some of the cameras, but then I downloaded the remake. I don't like the new controls. I don't think this game, Tomb Raider 2, was designed to play with normal controls. I like some of them, like the camera, but moving as gingerly as you need to, I'm sticking with this. And a lot of people, you know, it's a good time to be getting into the retro games because they're going away, my friends. They sent me this. I adore it. NASCAR Rumble, come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. And this is the one we're going to be playing later in the week. I have never played it. I am very excited. Well, I'm still playing this one. I don't know if you guys tuned in or not to watch us play this one, but this one, I'm still playing this one. This holds up as well as any modern game. It is very cool, very interesting. You're this guy with psychic powers, soldier. It's very fucking cool. This is what we're playing this week, though. Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. Love Sands of Time. Never played this one because I think we were super focused on God of War. But yeah, very excited to give this a play. A lot of them do come with the manuals. Some of them don't. But most of them do, but there's no guarantee. Yeah, NASCAR Rumble. Yeah, this isn't the new box. I'm just saying overall, these are a bunch of the things we've gotten from them. So yeah, how much does this cost a month, says Electric Lettuce. So here's how it works. They basically buy games for you that are based on market value for retro games, right? So if you go, this is their webpage. If you go to get started, I'll show you how it works. Let's see. So it's $40 a month, $41 a month. And you can go month to month, or you can save a little bit if you want it more, but start with a month. If you enter Jaffe 10, you get 10% off. If you are interested in, some of the stuff we were showing here, if you're a member, you get more entries into the competition to win a bunch of these super rare behind the scenes and production aspects to the game. Twisted Metal, Mickey Mania, a little bit of God of War in there. But I wanted to show you, where did it go? They have a Facebook page. It's really, really cool because it shows you how they put their boxes together. Hang on. Have the entire Prince of Persia franchise on Steam, but a lot really need remasters. Yeah, I mean, there are things that you have to, deal with if you're playing older games. But one of the things that I really, really, really like about it is, I'm looking at Facebook because I want to show you this. There's my dog, my baby. He's not with us anymore. Is like playing Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider, the old school Tomb Raider is, to me, is actually better because the level design is specifically meant to be played with the D-pad. Even though that's kind of a pain, it makes the game more immersive. So let's see. Here's their newest ad campaign. So they're kind of like, look, we get that you're digital. A lot of you guys don't love the digital future. Not a problem, pal, but every game here still exists. Own it, play it, keep it forever. Let's see. And they have a podcast, and here's how you can, all your game preferences that you can choose things. I want to see, there's a picture. Here's all their games that they get at the beginning of the month. Yeah, I love this. It says nostalgia delivered. That's pretty much a great way to explain it. I want to see if they have, there's one shot they had of just all of these games that they got in the warehouse, which I just thought was really cool. It's like, oh my God, there's so many games. There's the boxes they ship out. I don't know if it's on this page or not. I'll try to find it briefly. I'll show it to you guys later. But anyway, Retro Game Treasure, good group of guys, very dependable. The games are guaranteed to work, easy to get a hold of if something's wrong. Highly recommended if you like the kind of stuff they sell. It's been really, really good. I do not like the grid system clashing with the platform controls, says Eternal, talking about Tomb Raider. Yeah, I mean, to each their own and everything, but and there are problems. It sucks controlling her with that little D-pad, but it's actually, the level works better when you play it that way. Yeah, Stilren says Tomb Raider was designed for a gamepad, only had D-pad, and the whole level design was a movement puzzle. All the movement options that Laura has aren't available in modern controls. Right, 100%. Okay, fellas. We're not playing Marvel Tokon tonight. We were going to play it if we got to our goal, but we didn't. So maybe we'll get there tomorrow. But no Tokon tonight, Alex. But that has been Gabbin and Games. Thank you, Anna G, very, very much. Who won the thing? It was Gun. Shoot me a thing in Discord. When I get done eating, I'll send you the card and let me know where you want PlayStation, you want Steam, what kind of store do you want it to? Thank you guys for playing. Thank you to our great sponsors, Retro Gaming Treasure and Too Old for Gaming. Check those guys out. They're all below in the about this video. And that's it, baby. That's all I got. I'll see you guys really soon. All right. Bye, y'all.